All right, fight fans, let's dive into today's madness. Conor McGregor is apparently planning to tie the knot with D. Devlin in some top-secret Vatican wedding ceremony. Khabib just clapped back at McGregor with a brutal response. Henry Cejudo issued an apology to Khamzat Chimaev over that weird hat situation involving Paulo Costa. Meanwhile, Chimaev got hit with a wild proposal before his potential showdown with Nazarena Mavov. Joaquin Buckley is coming for Shavkat Rakhmonov. After some serious trash talk went down, John Jones broke down why calling Nate Diaz a gangster is completely wrong, and we've got plenty more to unpack. So let's jump right in. So, it looks like Conor McGregor and D. Devlin might finally be walking down the aisle.
Low to the body. You see Canelo, you see Joshua do it. They go low to the body and go high.
Multiple sources are saying McGregor is planning to marry his longtime love in a completely private ceremony. Word on the street is this wedding is going down at the Vatican, which would be absolutely massive for the Irish fighter who's been through hell and back in the spotlight. These two got engaged back in 2020, but kept pushing back any wedding plans. Since then, McGregor's life has been a complete roller coaster, from hitting the top as the world's best paid athlete in 2021 to that brutal leg break against Dustin Poirier. Through all the chaos, D. Devlin never wavered. She's been ride or die for McGregor, backing him when everyone else was writing him off. After almost 17 years of being together, it seems like they're finally ready to seal the deal. If this Vatican ceremony actually happens, it could signal McGregor turning a new page, focusing on family and getting away from all the drama. Speaking of McGregor, you probably caught that video from Dublin where he was basically giving Mike Tyson a boxing masterclass. McGregor was going full instructor mode, breaking down footwork and combos, name-dropping fighters like Canelo and Anthony Joshua. Tyson just stood there with this expression that was part shock, part confusion, maybe even some entertainment. Most fans thought Conor was just having fun, maybe even trolling the boxing icon a little bit, but then Khabib Nurmagomedov dropped into the comments. His message was simple but devastating. Show me how to wrestle.
If there's ever a fight that I think a guy should have pulled out that didn't, and if I was his friend, I would have told him, you cannot fight. It's Conor. When he fought Dustin. The second fight with Dustin, the third fight with Dustin, when his shin snapped in half. Yeah. You know, they knew that he had some sort of a hairline fracture on his shin.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
He already had MRIs and everything. They knew something was really wrong with it.
Yeah, screw that. No.
Yeah, and it didn't even like go shin to knee or anything like that, like it usually snaps. That's how compromised it was. If you watch that fight, there is one time where Dustin checks it, and he checks the kick and he looked at him. He pointed at him like, I know that hurt you, bitch. Like he got in his head. And that was also after Dustin had just KO'd him in the last fight.
That single comment exploded across social media because it cut straight to the heart of their history. While McGregor was talking about striking Khabib, reminded everyone exactly how their actual fight went down. Back at UFC 209 in 2018, all of Conor's boxing skills meant nothing once Khabib got him to the mat. Khabib didn't just win, he completely shut down McGregor's game and forced him to tap out. That fight created more than just a result. It sparked one of the most personal feuds MMA has ever seen. This latest exchange proves their beef is far from over. Just recently, McGregor called Khabib a liar, and Khabib shot back, calling Conor the real liar. Same fire, different day. Joe Rogan keeps saying this rivalry will never truly end because it goes way deeper than promotion. Rogan thinks the only way to kill it would be a genuine, heartfelt apology, but Khabib doesn't seem like the forgiving type. With talk heating up about McGregor possibly returning to the UFC next year, Joe Rogan is reflecting on one choice that he thinks ruined everything. During his podcast, Rogan said Conor McGregor should never have agreed to that third fight with Dustin Poirier at UFC 20. Rogan explained that as McGregor's friend, he would have advised against taking that fight. According to Rogan, Conor walked into that octagon already dealing with leg problems. But his anger and need for payback after losing the rematch pushed him to compete anyway.
This whole time, since I've been in the UFC, man, since 2020, I've been grinding on my own. I've been figuring it out. I've been writing out the blueprint. A lot of people didn't believe it when they seen it, but I knew this was destined. I knew this was going to come into fruition because I believed in God. God is my substance. God that gave me everything, and He provided me with everything. All these other dudes, man, they get everything around them given to them. I had to take everything that I had to build for, brick by brick, straight from the dirt, straight from the mud. That's why these boys not gonna beat me. I don't care about that Usman fight. That man had to hold me down, but don't nobody want to fight with me toe to toe. And Shad Kai, I heard you chirping, I heard you talking about black boy. I'm gonna show you that then, boy. I'm gonna show you where the fuck we come from, how long that we've been struggling, how long we've been deprived, but how long we still get up every single time we get knocked down and we run shit over. I'm gonna fuck you up and anybody else that want it. See, Shad Kai, if you don't sign the mother, somebody else gonna die. And I promise you that, dog. I'm burying everybody in the UFC and I ain't playing.
Joaquin Buckley just sent a serious message to Shavkat Rakhmonov saying he's been hearing Shavkat run his mouth and really didn't appreciate the disrespect. Buckley made it personal, promising to show Shavkat exactly what kind of place he comes from when they eventually throw down.
Man, all that striking you doing right there, man, just to shoot in the first 5 seconds of the fight is crazy work. So look, Khamzat, this is what I'm going to do for you. If you're able to stay on your feet for 1 round, just on your feet, and not use your wrestling, I'll give you $50,000. Oh, you heard me right, $50,000. And in your country, rubles, what's about 3 million? So you know that's good money for y'all. And guess what? Nasruddin, if you're able to match that, that means that's 100,000. So Hamza, take that money or still show that you a punk by using that wrestling, man, in the first 5 seconds. Matter of fact, I'm at the ATM right now, man. Let me go ahead and pull out some money.
But Joaquin Buckley wasn't done making headlines. He threw down a challenge, offering Khamzat Chimaev a straight $50,000 if Khamzat can keep his next fight on the feet for just 1 complete round.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. It's for Chimaev? Okay, so now it will be very well for him.
Henry Cejudo had to clean up a messy situation after things got really weird with Khamzat Chimaev's hat and Paulo Costa. What was supposed to be just some lighthearted podcast content turned into something fans are still talking about. Costa, who's known for his wild, unpredictable behavior, took Chimaev's hat and did something completely inappropriate with it on camera, making jokes while being totally disrespectful. The whole thing was absolutely cringe.
Would you like to ever settle things with Khamzat if you see him?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I would like to. I would like to apologize to Khamzat. I don't want to fight with him. I think for that same reason what you're saying. The fact that he knows the Chimaev brothers and, you know, I'd like to apologize to him because that whole thing that happened with the hat, like, I get it. You know, I'm in the content business, so to me, I'm trying to always get, you know, a reaction from people. But I think that was just wrong timing. And if I could say something to Khamzat, I'm sorry, bro. Like, I apologize, man. You're a legend. You paid oaths to guys that I look up to. I don't want to fight with you, bro. So this is a sincere apology to you. I'm apologizing to a lot of people, especially when I'm done fighting. But I would like to make it right with him, and hopefully we can shake hands, and hopefully he can forgive me as a Christian and him being Muslim.
Khamzat Chimaev reacted to Henry Cejudo's public apology during a conversation with IBA Pro Boxing.
Один из приглашенных гостей – это Генри Сихуда. Я не знаю, ты видел или нет, но он обратился к тебе, попросил ради Всевышнего прощения. Хочется услышать твою реакцию. Все.
Не знаю, какая реакция. Просто это американцы любят говорить в интервью всякую чушь, потом при встрече руку. Это не наше, ну, как сказать, не по нашему менталитету. Надо быть естественным человеком. И на улице, и в интервью, и везде.
Ну вот я с ним общался, он искренне покаялся. Я от тебя скажу, искренне покаялся. Он говорит, как брат мусульманин, он, надеюсь, просит брата христианина, говорит.
Конечно, когда человек просит. Я не настолько гордый человек, не прощать человека, когда просит прощения.
Those clips spread like wildfire online, and the MMA community had strong reactions across the board. Once Cejudo saw how badly people responded, he knew he had to make things right. Triple C came out with a direct apology to Chimaev, admitting that what started as harmless fun clearly crossed the line and missed the mark completely.
If I could leave like Khabib or John Jones, imagine that, then it'd be like, oh, then there'd be, oh, he is the greatest combatant of all time. But because of these losses, I was like, oh, he's one of them. But if you really think back and look at the resume and what I've done, becoming the youngest in history, foregoing college, doing shit that people can only dream of, man.
Henry also claims that if he had walked away from fighting the same way Khabib and John Jones did, people would be calling him the greatest combat sports athlete ever. Cejudo believes it's not about what he accomplished, but when his losses happened, that makes the difference.
А также Кайрат Нурмагомедов, тренер чемпионов. Ты у меня реально чемпион. К Петруяну вопрос. Нас продолжил Оренбург. Какие были ощущения, когда на вас надели пояс UFC?
Хочешь ощутить эти ощущения? Пойдем, я на тебя пояс одену. Пойдем? Забирай себе, двигайся с ним. Так, кто схему? Быстро. Что ощущаешь? Как самочувствие? Радость. Радость? У меня то же самое было.
Piotr Jan just got hooked up with a Mercedes G-Wagon as a reward for beating Merab Dvalishvili. The luxury ride was his prize for putting on a dominant performance and securing such a crucial victory.
He was getting pieced up. He had got hit with a couple body shots. His recovery is wild. How he's able to recover off those shots. Real fighters know when you get hit in the liver, clean shot. 90% of you guys drop to a knee, fold. He was making noises, but he was still standing. He had no quitting. He was going all the way to the end. His corner was a little bit weird. When they were telling him that we think you're winning 2-0, 3-0, and then even in the fifth round, they said Peter Yan's supposed to come out hard. I think it should have been Merab coming out hard, but Aljo came out saying that he admitted the same thing where he didn't know what he was watching. Could have been 2-2 or 3-2. He didn't see 4-1. I didn't see 4-1. I definitely thought Peter Yan was winning.
This win was huge for Piotr Yan as he builds momentum in his comeback and positions himself for another title shot. Yan is definitely making the most of his downtime and celebrating after getting that belt back around his waist. Bilal Muhammad gave serious props to Merab Dvalishvili for his incredible toughness after eating brutal liver shots but refusing to go down. He broke down how most fighters immediately drop and fold when they take clean shots to the liver. Bilal pointed out that even though Merab was obviously hurt and making pain sounds, he stayed upright and continued battling through it.
Nate is not a gangster. You know, Nate is he's a professional athlete. I think he's a father, he's a coach, he's a business owner, he's an entrepreneur, he's a leader. He hires many people. And yeah, he smokes weed and he may give you a middle finger, but the guy actually is far from gangster. And he's a really great guy. And it sucks that this happened. And honestly, I think if they would have fought behind the camera, it would have been bad news for Zadig. I mean, it's Nate Diaz.
Jamal Hill and Jan Blachowicz both want to fight each other. Jan posted the challenge on X and Hill quickly agreed, confirming the matchup and showing interest publicly.
Jan Blachowicz, I heard some things, right? Coming, jumping back in your countrymen, right? Now, fight with Jan Blachowicz, would love it. Absolutely love it. Come back 100%, former champ versus former champ. Go ahead and extinguish that Polish power and go ahead and send him off into the sunset. I would love that.
É assim que pega peixe, pô. É assim que pega peixe, tô falando pra vocês. Vocês não acreditam, velho. Com capim, rapaz. Peraí, deixa eu pegar o bichão aqui. Que peixe é esse aqui, Glovão? Glovão? Tambaqui. Tambaqui? Pô, bicho machuca.
Ô Alex, os caras gastando dinheiro com comida pra peixe, é isso?
Pô, difícil agora. Aí, ó. Aqui nós faz é assim, ó. Aqui nós faz é assim, ó. Ó. Ó, tamanho do bichão. Ó. Ah, chama.
After Nate Diaz made that dramatic exit from some Russian reality show in Thailand earlier this year, people started throwing around the gangster label even more. That word has stuck to Diaz his entire career. But Jon Jones says everyone has it completely wrong. Jones was actually there when everything happened, so he witnessed the whole situation firsthand. In footage shared by Red Corner MMA, Jon Jones made it clear that Nate Diaz isn't some street criminal or dangerous character. That wraps up everything for today, but if this breakdown hit different, smash that like button and make sure you subscribe, because we truly appreciate every single one of you.